You know, the four quarters, you didn't see the process. You didn't see Lady Raider women's basketball, but you certainly did in the second half. And it's like I said this after the Kansas game, it's just going to be a matter of sustaining it when you're not used to doing it, when you're not used to playing a certain way, when you're not used to giving out off a certain type of energy. It's really hard to sustain it when you're asked to do it. I felt like today we sustained it the entire second half, and that's what we're going to build off of. I think the players are really starting to buy into it. I think they're starting to understand that you will get benched, you will not play if there's no buy-in, and that it certainly helps when we have a kid like Angel who can come in, who is really seldom used, and she can come in off the bench and do what she did. Then it helps us as coaches a lot. I think Angel helped Brielle get better today. I think we'll see a much more engaged Brielle in practice on Monday.
How important was Angel's aggressiveness defensively, especially in the second half?
Extremely important. She set the tone. What she was doing defensively really was bothering the Iowa State guards. They were pushing off. She picked up a couple offensive calls, and she was giving energy. She was an energy giver tonight and not an energy vampire. I'm so proud of her. And it's like I said, like Angel Hayden represents the direction in which we're going, Lady Raider women's basketball.
Obviously, you've been rotating a lot of players in and out. Tonight there seemed to be a little bit more bench clearing, I guess. What was the thought process behind that, and how do you think that benefited your team? If
you're not going to play hard, and if you're not going to play with effort and with great energy and a good attitude, then I had to take you off the floor. So that was part of the substitution. The other part were some kids were just playing so hard that I just had to get them off to get subs. Jada, Angel, Grayson, Zuri, to name a few.
I know you don't believe in moral victories, but that's a good moral victory in that fourth quarter, down by 21, and you cut the margin down to 12. I know it's got to mean something to you.
Yeah, so it does. What it means to me is that these kids have shown what they're capable of doing when they buy into the process. And so we're going to build off that. And that was the message that was delivered after the game is, no, this isn't the outcome that we wanted, but we didn't deserve the outcome that we wanted because we didn't buy into the process in the first half. But we did in the second. And when we can do that for 4 quarters, then the outcome that everyone wants, we'll get.
I've watched Angel for 4 years, know a lot about her. I know before you came here, what did you know about her? You know she came from one of the greatest coaches ever, Joe Lombard, but she is so fundamentally sound.
I knew that she was a winner. I knew that she was tough. I knew that she was smart with a high basketball IQ. One of the first things I did when I got here and we had signed her was I watched her state championship game, and I watched her foul out Kennedy Carter, basically doing the same thing that you saw her do against Iowa State guards. She got an offensive call on Kennedy Carter and fouled her out of the state championship game. I believe it was a state championship game, and they won. They were down significantly and came back and won. And so she is exactly who we thought she was. She's just needed to get some confidence, some reps. And so I think having Swoops as her position coach has really given her a tremendous confidence boost, and she's really buying in, and the extra work is paying off.
Coach, you talk about putting a full 4 quarters together. How do you train that now? Because it's very clear that, once you do that, some of these games do fall the other way for you guys.
Yeah, so it really starts in practice. And like I said, it's hard. If this isn't what you're used to doing and how you're used to operating, it's really hard to sustain it. But we're getting better. Scoreboard's not reflecting that yet, but I know we're getting better. We sustained it the entire second half. We outplayed Iowa State for 20 minutes. Now we've just got to outplay someone for 40 minutes, and we're going to be all right.
I mean, it was pretty exciting. It made it even more exciting because my teammates and Coach Shimmy believed in me this entire time, and they've been working with me, and they've been talking to me, like boosting me up, giving me positivity, giving me their energy, and it's really paid off. And so it's just exciting to see the process of Coach Shimmy and the team giving me all that energy and seeing it pay off tonight.
Angel, 7 boards, 4 assists, 0 turnovers. That's big, and 1 steal. What do you say?
Again, it goes back to my teammates. I've been working with some of my assistant coaches. I've been working with Coach Shimmy. You know, they've been talking to me. You know, we've been scrimmaging each other. Like, we practice hard, and we practice ball handling all the time, and it really just pays off. And honestly, it wasn't just me. It was my teammates helping me. I mean, they were doing their jobs, and them doing their jobs helped me be able to do my job. And so it was just a team effort and a team thing that made me be successful tonight. So.
Angel, what would you say the strength of your game is?
Honestly, being positive with my team, giving energy. You know, I step up when they need me. Everyone on the team steps up when they need to, you know, and just being positive, giving energy out there. I really think that's what we needed. And yes, I did get my 7 rebounds, you know, 4 assists, but that was all because of my teammates. And giving the energy, it really kept us going and kept the game exciting for us. So it was really good, and I would say that.
Because of all the success you had at Canyon High School and down a little bit this year in the midst of a losing streak, how do you get that positivity towards the rest of your teammates?
You know, I try to stay positive no matter what. It's hard, of course, but there's always something positive, always something, whether it's getting a rebound, whether it's hustling down the court, whether it's getting a steal, a score. That's all something positivity. No matter if you're losing or winning, there's something always positive. You have your fans out here cheering for you constantly. You're hearing all the comments of, oh, yeah, like, that's a good play. You hear your coaches like, we believe in you. You got this. Like, let's go. Like, there's always something positive. So it's really easy just to give off energy to everyone, and especially when your teammates are giving energy to you. So,
you talked about just being really intentional with your ball handling, especially in practice. What's it like to be able to do individuals and one-on-ones with Sheryl Swoopes, I mean, the greatest Lady Raider of all time?
It's awesome, you know, because they've been in our place, and they know all the hard work you need to pay into this. They know that it pays off, and sometimes, you know, you're like, oh, I don't see it, but like, it really does. And tonight I saw it, and it's just awesome having like some great coaches, because they truly believe in you, and that's the best thing to know, is that they believe in you, and they're always trying to help you improve your game. Having your assistants just helping you and believing in you too, and just talking positivity. And Coach Shimmy is always giving energy off to all of us, so that really helps, and it just pays off a lot.
Something positive that you guys are going to take away from tonight?
Fighting. We fought the entire time, and I think that's something that showed tonight, and I think a lot of people saw it, and I think we're going to take that with us and take it into practice in the next game and just keep fighting for those 4 quarters.